Final deliverable and presentation. Star Wars The Bounty Hunter. I feel like I grew my writing skills a bit during this month. I struggled with the idea of what I was going to write. Was it going to be another known universe story? A new universe story? I wasn't sure. I thought I wanted to create a story in one of the Gundam universes, and I even started writing a story, but then I realized that a Gundam story is very complex, full of metaphors and deeper meaning. And I wasn't in the mindset to go into that. So I decided to scrap it and start from zero. I then decided to use my favorite known universe, Star Wars, and the words started flowing so easily. I felt like myself again. My muse had returned. My efforts were a little bit sabotaged by the surprise hurricane that impacted my island this past weekend. Whenever something like this happens, our island is brought back to the Dark Ages, with no power, no water, and no other solution but to wait. Some for days, others for weeks. And it always makes me think of how lucky and blessed I am for what I have. And it makes me feel sad for those who have lost everything, even their lives. My deliverable showcases my writing skills and my knowledge of the Star Wars universe. Moving forward, I will use the skills I have obtained in this course, as well as my previous ones, to continue adding chapters and material to this story, my previous ones, and all future stories I will write. Prologue. Both infamous and anonymous at the same time, bounty hunters are far more than mercenaries for hire. They're heirs to a professional legacy, an ancient brotherhood with a glorious history. Tracking elusive targets across multiple star systems requires expertise, especially when the targets can be prominent, powerful, and often prepared for confrontation. On the planet Nalhutta, the adopted homeworld of the notorious Hutt cartel, is where our story begins. Chapter 1. The Great Hunt. Now arriving on Hutta, the bounty hunter, Qatar Vane, steps into the scene. The bounty hunter joined up with a team of hunters who were trying to get them into the Great Hunt, a galactic wide competition where hunters not only must hunt and kill a target, but kill a rival hunter tracking the same target for fame and riches. Braden, the team leader, was trying to negotiate with the local crime lord Jabba the Hutt to sponsor the hunter for the Great Hunt. However, a member of the Mandalorians named Faro Blood and rival for the Great Hunt sabotaged the hunter's chances of entering the Great Hunt by killing Braden and Jory in their base. The hunter arrived at the scene shortly before Mako, the young slicer in the team, who was devastated at the death of Braden and Jory. With Mako's help, the hunter gained the sponsorship of the Hutt, a first step in entering the Great Hunt. The entry into the Great Hunt led Qatar and Mako to the imperial capital, Droman Kos. After being assigned a handler by the name of Krista, the bounty hunter was informed that each potential entrant must carry out three high-profile bounties on Droman Kos to thin the herd of potentials. Afterward, the remaining elite bounty hunters would compete in a grand melee to determine the last entry.